Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I don't know if you've seen, but I said on my community tab that this debut is probably one of my most anticipated debut this year. One of the reasons being that I watched the whole program first off, but also I quickly grew attached to them. If you are aware, patron of mine, you could attest to this if you followed me while I was watching the program, but I quickly grew very attached to a lot of the participants. While the final lineup right here might not have looked like the one that I have, personally voted for, once the final lineup was announced, I did not have necessarily such big feeling of regret. Obviously, I would have liked to see some of the participants debut, but it was one of those situations where I feel like I would have been happy regardless, because there is such like a good chemistry between the participants and everything, and so in the members. And so once you get to see this brotherhood, this friendship, like regardless of who debut, I would still feel, like happy regardless. So if you're curious, my one pick was Park Han-bin, but I did vote for a lot of these members too. So I actually purchased both versions of the album in the digipack for Han-bin right here. I was actually hoping that Mnet would sell the signed album, because I remember them doing this for IZ*ONE and also like X1 and everything, 101 also probably, and so I was really hoping for Mnet to release to sell signed copies of the album. But then when I saw that Zerobaseone had actually surpassed like 1 million more in pre-order, I'm like, I might understand why they do not do signed copies. For what I said, you might have understood that Han-bin is my bias, because I'm very consistent when it comes to bias. I think I have a thing for leaders. Also, he's tatted, so obviously I don't base my biases just on that, but he definitely fits my archetype, if you want, of biases. Are you telling me there's no English caption? I hope that there are the captions afterwards, because I have a feeling that Zerobaseone also have a very large fan base abroad. I mean, hey, I'm from Switzerland. That's pretty international. Anyway, so yeah, no English captions in Bloom. Let's go. Oh. He does look like a fucking, like, flower in bloom. I heard that tune in the teaser and I was like, okay, I have to say, Matthew is kind of like Manako-chan, Oh. Yeah, Matthew is kind of like my Nako-chan. They never miss the eyeliner on Ricky. I have a soft spot for Colin. His tune. Hey, let's go baby. Stop! I am... I am telling you, Matthew? This is very like, what is it like, stage clear. What do they call like the garden of like, they are the flower, basically, right? Okay. You know, this was really sweet. Yes, but I do have a confession. I did listen to the album trailer, and the album trailer, there's like 2 tracks on the album trailer where I was like, oh. Yeah, this one track. This sounds so good. And this one. Yep. So it's true that when I heard the album medley, I was like, ah, yes, these 2 tracks are probably going to be my favorites, but I also didn't want to like jump the gun and immediately assume that, because I tend to, you know, get ahead of myself quite often. And I don't regret it necessarily, but you know, maturing is also realizing that, hey, sometimes it's best to wait. But still, I'm bringing this up because on a first listening like this of the album sampler, I was like, I might prefer some of the B track over the actual title track, and not that I don't like this one, I think it, like I said, it's like very enjoyable and it's very easy to listen to, and it is catchy. Like that's the thing, it is catchy. But I do have a strong feeling that I will end up listening to the B tracks more than the title track. Okay, let me reassess maybe what I'm trying to say. I think this song, in the long run, will be more of like a grower more than just an instant hit, at least for me. It's got a lot, the synth, is that it? Like, you know, the synth? It's got a lot of like retro vibes. So it brings some like nostalgia along with the more digital aspect of the concept right here, which is pretty freaking cool. I think it's nostalgia mixed with freshness, and so it creates like a great balance of like something that you feel familiar and good in, but by doing so I don't think I was necessarily like swept away. Also that little tune that we can hear in the teaser, that ding, 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 almost reminds me of like Take On Me, you know, like, is that a tune like this? Wait. This is exactly what I was thinking about. Ding, ding, ding. Yes! This! So yeah, ultimately, I think I did enjoy this. It was catchy, though it's perhaps also that I had maybe like too high of expectations, and so rookie mistake, I understand. I'm not saying that I'm necessarily disappointed, it's just not what I was expecting, and I think, yeah, I think that's on me, really. I think that's on me. So bottom line, it's a good song, I enjoyed it. I just think that I might enjoy some of the B tracks more. Sorry guys, my camera cut off, but I was at the end of the video anyway, so sorry about that. But yeah, I still wrap it up here. I will be making a first listening on my Patreon if that's something that you'd be interested in, and the link to my Patreon is in the description box below. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!